Amazon. Please listen to the following options before making a selection. To speak with the security desk in the case of an emergency, press 1. Please stay on the line while we locate the person you are trying to reach. Hello, Amazon Security. How may I help you?
How are you? Hey, is Margaret available? I believe they said that she was the security supervisor.
Yes, but she's outside right now.
Okay, do you know when she'll be available?
I could call her real quick and see.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and do that because I need to speak with her today.
So, okay. What's your name, sir?
I still want to stay anonymous for now due to the nature of what's going on here.
Okay. She's on her way in now.
Okay, I appreciate that, man. Like I said, I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time at all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And I appreciate her time.
Amazon Security, Margaret speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Margaret. How are you?
I'm all right.
So you're the main person in charge of security, right?
Yes, may I ask who I'm speaking with?
I still want to stay anonymous for now. And okay, I spoke with Donald from he actually works on night security, and he took some reports last week, but then due to the nature of it, whatever he said, he kind of wanted dismiss himself from this, so that's why I requested to speak with you. Okay, now you being the security supervisor, do you have access to the Amazon ethics reports?
Yes.
Okay, now, can you pull them up so you got them in front of you?
Not right now.
Okay, do I need to give you some time and call back so you could have that in front of you? Because it'll make this a whole lot easier to explain stuff to you.
I'm pretty aware of it. We can go.
Okay, now,
Continue.
okay, so you're aware of the ethics reports that have been going on?
Yes.
Okay, but you don't have them in front of you. Right? That's what you're saying. You don't currently have them
Yes.
in front of you. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying you recall like some of the ethics reports? Like how much of the ethics reports do you remember off the top of your head?
Okay. I'm trying to see where we're getting at with the conversation. Like I don't.
Is because you still have if you're familiar with the ethics reports, you know about the conspiracies that are going on, right? With them? About with the workplace harassment with certain individuals.
Workplace. Okay. Certain individuals being harassed. No,
Right.
it was not brought to my attention.
Okay, that's why I said that you need the ethics. And like I said, I appreciate your time. Like I said, I am not trying to give you a hard time. I'm not trying to give anybody else here a hard time. I'm just trying to alert you guys to some stuff that's actually going on with the employees. And like I said, it definitely needs to be dealt with. And there's still some individuals that need removed from the facility due to the federal crimes that they committed under the color of law. Are you familiar with that?
I mean, if we can investigate it, yeah, we can take care of that. But until I have
Okay,
some information, some times and dates, some names, to where I can go back and do my research, then we're able to do anything.
right. Okay, I actually gave do you have the reports from Donald like in front of you? Because I actually gave him. I don't have that in front of me right at the moment. I could get it, but I actually gave him a license plate number of an individual, and you know, he was supposed to look into that for whatever reason. Like he said, he followed protocol, and then I just figured since you were the supervisor, you might have you know, better access to some of the stuff, you know, that's going on, because it needs to be put to a stop. This has been going on for a long time, right? And they continue to play games, and they're trying to be sneaky about it. And the employees, period, need to be made aware of, because they're not going to be able to play the ignorance game of what the color of law when you violate federal laws like that, and when you can make conspiracies, and then you're harassing your coworkers. And not just that, when you make threats. Okay, the individual on the license plate number that I gave actually made threats a couple months ago that he was going to bust out the window of the vehicle, and this was after the fact of the original sexual assault. Okay, so you're dealing with some serious issues. And then you're dealing with a Teresa Montgomery, because they continued to spin the conspiracy, continued to harass the employee, right? And this is where you're dealing with the danger, because they still continue to play games. They're still trying to play their games of intimidation, which violates federal law. Okay, and I'm sure that violates Amazon's policies, period. I don't see Amazon putting up with that, you know, as far as employees trying to play games like that. And it's not like I want to sit here and waste my time, you know, having to continue to call. And then, like I said, like with Donald, for whatever reason, he maybe he couldn't deal with it on his end, if that makes sense to you, where you're the person, you're the main person in charge. So it seems like maybe, and again, thank you very much for your time, and you're a very respectful person, you know, but you're dealing with some crimes that it needs dealt with, and these people need removed, because they're going to continue to play their games. They're going to continue to make threats. They're going to continue until something's done. And you know, you set an example that Amazon as a workplace isn't going to tolerate that in the workplace, because one, intimidation, right? Like I told you, if you're familiar with the color of law, and I'm sure you are, that violates federal law. And another thing that I want to ask you is, are you aware of what a tortfeasor is?
Are you aware of?
Are you aware? Are you aware of, like, as being the security?
Can you repeat that again? Because the machine is loud. So.
A tortfeasor?
Mm-mm.
Are you aware of what that is?
No.
Okay. See, they need
so
to.
Here's my thing about that. Donald did report the information with me. With just the license plates, we can't do nothing.
Okay,
we
not.
Need way more. Like,
okay, the gentleman. Okay. Listen, if you look, and I'm not going to give no names for now due to the sensitive nature of this case. Okay, and yeah, actually, the gentleman. Actually, the gentleman that was reported with the license plate, he actually didn't drive his vehicle. So for some reason, he's been trying to switch vehicles, and then, like I said, yesterday he actually wasn't in his vehicle. So I don't know if somebody said something to him.
So are you an employee here?
Like I said, I'm gonna stay anonymous for now, due to the fact of what's going on here and the crimes that were committed originally. And like I said, I'll deal with that end as far as the courthouse and stuff like that. But I'm just letting you know, as the security supervisor, the people, you know, like you're saying, you're having a hard time tracking down the person or whatever.
You're not giving me anything. I understand that you want to bring this situation to security, I understand that you want me to do something, but you're not giving me enough information to
It's in the ethics
investigate on.
reports. It's in the ethics reports. Everything is completely.
No, everything in the reports I have access to. I have not ran across any reports that say any harassment, intimidation, or
You gotta go. You gotta go in and get access to there's a year worth of ethics reports. Does that make sense to you?
I am the account manager for security.
What's that?
And I am the account manager for security.
Okay.
I can help you all day long, but I need to have some information to go off of.
You're gonna have to. You know what? I'm not even sure who is in charge with the company. I am not sure who can give you access to it's the actual Amazon ethics reports. It's done through an outside company, Navax Global. Are you familiar with that? You're gonna have to go in. You're gonna have to go in and access those ethics reports. If you need the report key, I could look that up and give that to you. I don't have that directly in front of me right off the top of my head, but I could actually call. I could get that. I could track that down, get that, and call you back and give that to you if you want the access. You know, the ethics report number. If maybe that'll help you out. I think maybe that's where some of the miscommunication's been. You know, because you're looking at like the one report, right? That's what you're saying, the one from Donald. This goes back a lot further. This goes back a lot further than just him. This goes back, you know, over the process of the last year. This has been happening, and that's why I said again. I appreciate you're a very respectful person, you know, and I'm sure that's why they put you in the position that you're in. But due to the dangers of some of the games that some of these employees are trying to play, it needs dealt with, and that's why I'm calling you. That's why I'm calling you this morning. It's not like I want to sit there and waste my time, you know. But like I said, I understand what's going on fully, and that's why I've covered it through the right channels as far as the ethics reports and stuff like that. But see, like what you're saying is basically you don't have. That's why I asked you. You basically don't have. So you know, maybe I need to give you a little bit of time to get the ethics reports.
So what is? See, this is the thing. When I go looking for something, I need to be able to be able to know what I'm looking for. What is the situation that is occurring for me to look into? Is it someone being harassed? Is it an accident? Is it a fight? Is it trespassing? Is it weapons? What am I going off of?
Okay, the original. Okay, the original thing when you go back, whenever you have access to the ethics reports, you'll see that there was criminal damage to a vehicle. Okay, and then at the same time, at that same incident, originally, there was also a sexual assault. Okay, and I'm pretty sure the original culprit was removed from the premises. Okay, but you have his buddy, who he hung out with, is continuing to play games. And he's also the individual that threatened to bust out the window of the vehicle because he didn't realize, because the vehicle that was damaged actually had tinted windows, and he didn't realize people were sitting in the vehicle at the time. Okay? So you're dealing with threats. You're dealing with intimidation. You're dealing with some serious issues, and that's why I need you to be able to get the ethics reports in front of you. I'm talking about the ethics reports from the last year, not just the one, you know, from Donald. That way, it'll help you familiarize yourself, because you seem like a smart lady. You know, it'll help you familiarize yourself with what exactly has been going on for the last year, because that's all it is you've never had a chance, you know, to look at the full ethics report. You just looked at the one report. So I think maybe I need to give you some time to look into that. And like I said, I don't have the report key in front of me, but I actually, if I give you the report key, would that help you get access to the ethics reports?
I'll be able to take care of it from here. I'll be able to do some research today. So you can probably try to just call back later. I know I'll be leaving here today at 10. Just try to call back in the morning.
Okay. I appreciate, like I said, I really appreciate your time, and like I told the lady last night, I am not trying to give you guys a hard time. I'm actually trying to help you guys as a company, because the employees need to be, because it's obvious some of the employees, like when you got an employee that, you know, walks around, you know, and says, I'm going to bust out this window and that's after the fact of some of the original stuff. Yeah, like definitely look into it. Like I said, and do you want me to give you a call about the same time tomorrow?
Yeah, that's no problem.
And like I said, I really like, you're a very very nice person. Like I said, I'm sure that's why they put you in the position that you're in, for the simple fact that once you see, the full complete breakdown, I think you being the intelligent person that you are, you should be able to get to the bottom of it, what's going on. But the gentleman that threatened to bust out the window, actually, like I said, he's been switching vehicles. Yesterday he did not come in his vehicle. So, what's the guy trying to hide? And then if you look at the report, like from Donald, he talks to another individual. Again, I can't tell you the names, okay? And I'm pretty sure that that individual had a weapon in his vehicle at the time. So, like I said, it's something that you guys need to take a serious look at and get to the bottom of it and just deal with it and just remove, to save yourself, a lot of the hassles, just for the simple fact that those employees did break federal law on that aspect of it. End of story. And like I said, I'll call you back about the same time tomorrow. And thank you very much for all your help. You're very respectful, and like I said, I'm sure that's why Amazon put you in the position that you're in. And I thank you very much for your help.
Okay, thank you.